Hmm. It's been a while since I've done any readings. I was still kind of down with the flu. I'm going to do my best. See what we get out of the readings today. Shuffle the cards first. Um, all right. So if you're seeing me going back and forth, that's because I am recording two ways. Um, let's see what happens. This one. All right. Roll the dice first. Let's see who it's for. It could be any of your personal planets that are tied to this one. For those who are not familiar with astrology, astrology can be quite complex. So it's not just like your sun sign that we're looking at. Any placements you have in whatever sign comes up here will be pertinent to you. So seventh. Oh, Libra. Okay. And what house? What aspect? What area in your life? Um, Libra. Oh, okay. It's right there. Seventh house as well. So pertaining to any contracts you get into, people you get to know or meet for the first time to see who you get to open yourself up to or be open to, or you can say trust as well. Um, this applies to that. Any terms of any contracts you get into, any agreements you get into, could also be something related to marriage or some sort of like an agreement to something, right? Vows you make for something, like any promises you make. It could be law, it could be legally related, it could be people with people. Again, any form of agreement. Okay, so let's see what comes up here. And this could also be tied to your, this could be tied to your grandparents as well, by the way. This is the house of the grandparents. Or it could also be, because there's no specific spread I'm going to. So let's see what we get here. First, I get the Page of Swords. Okay. It's showing me that there's some sort of hope. I feel like there's some sort of hope. It is swords, so it's still air. There's some sort of mindful thought about something, something that you wish to happen, something that you're hoping for, something that is feels like it's a kind of a breeze. It feels like it's easy. And you're kind of very like, how do you call this? Like, there's a bit of giddiness about it. Okay. But then when you got into that for some reason, could be something from the past, but I feel like it's also something to do with the present, that you had to make three choices. It could be that you're making three choices with your mind, things that are kind of hurtful, things that are kind of confusing for you, and you feel like there's a sort of triplicity happening. But it could also be tied to something of the past, present, and future, something timeless, something that is continuously ongoing, something that is connected to your heart, especially with Libra wanting to be connected to relationship. You take relationships seriously, relationships are something you put on a pedestal, right? That's love of love. That's what it is. We have an upside down chariot here. So it feels like this one's feels like there's a control thing going on here, but you feel kind of like you have to make a decision for yourself inside, especially with something that feels like it's said to be not black and white when it's just trying to be balanced, but at the same time, possibly it could be a black and white thing inside of you, something that you feel is going to bridge the gap between one thing to the other. Something where you feel you accomplished a certain part, you accomplished certain point in your life where you're actually going into this with actually much certainty, but it's from an internal choice. Um, this could be also being your own inner goddess, your own divinity, your own femininity, or you can say divine feminine, but it feels like it's something about your sexuality, something about sensuality, particularly with this one. Some kind of something to do with um, kind of being ready. I feel like it's something to do with being ready. It feels like you're being ready for something. You are ready to raise your hands when the time feels ready for you, when the time feels right, when the time feels it's ready from your heart, right? Something about kind of like harvesting moment. Feels like it's something when you're ready for it. Um, this one I believe was upside down though. I don't think it was because I didn't see that. We have the Ace of Pentacles here showing that there's some sort of inner goal to be dug and found within yourself that can be sort of something possibly you're controlling that goal. You're probably starting wanting to know that it's like I want to make it sort of I want to be in control of it. But in fact it's not. It's the softness that you have to get into. I know that air signs specifically or with Libra, it's a cardinal sign. It's a very much about the energy of initiative as well, especially when there's like peace is in trouble, so to speak, when there's it's not balanced, things don't seem to work out for you. But I feel like this one has to be let go and you have to let softness carry you through. It is also a positive sign, meaning it's more about outward expression, but this time you're being called to go inwards, inward expression. It's called the negative, quote unquote. Okay. Um, and here you're not sure about your thoughts and words going through. You're sort of feels like you're pressing on through, but you have the potential to lead your way through this whole process without it being about tyranny or control or any of that stuff, right? Libra is quite a soft energy, but sometimes its shadow comes up through Aries, and where there's a lot of control, a lot of like conquest, a lot of like um obstinacy, if that's the right word, sort of like wanting to just be in control and conquer things. It also ties into the other cardinal signs, Cancer and Capricorn, where it's like we actually wanting control and limitations, but at the expense of what, right? So watch out for that kind of stuff. It feels like there's something about owning your inner queen, going inside and going into finding what those thoughts mean to you. Don't be afraid to confront yourself and your thoughts and your mindset and your beliefs about things. And then here you have a sort of sense of completion. The Empress and Emperor showed up. So I feel like it's showing me the completion of your wholeness, your balance will come through, but only when you soften, when you find the hard thing, if that makes sense, right? So I feel like it is some kind of project. It's some kind of lofty ideal sort of thing where it's just, but you have to make choices in terms of what you have, your thoughts are on it. Um, Again, it's all about making a decision, um, whatever that is. So I think that's about it. I don't know if I'm missing anything else. No, I don't think so. No, I think that's about it. I think that's a good message. I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.